Well, a very good evening to you from wherever you're watching us from. Thank you for sticking with us. This is Y254 TV, your #1 youth station. And it's a pleasure being with you on this fine evening. My name is Aguko, and this is Power Talk. It's a pleasure, of course, we're coming to you live from the broadcasting house here in Nairobi, Kenya. So from wherever you're watching us from, thank you so much for choosing to be here and tuning in to Power Talk. Today we have a very interesting conversation. Gentlemen, it's all about you. Let's talk. Men, how can you know that she is the one? Have you ever wondered what are those tips that you need to look out for in a woman that can enable you to make the right choice for yourself? Remember, some say that when you choose a wife, you not only choose a wife, but also a mother for your children. How can you know that she is the one? Gentlemen, it's all about you. Talk to me. Last week, we had a conversation with the ladies, and we asked the same question. How can you tell that he is the one? Today, let's have a conversation with the men. Same conversation. And to help us, I am with, to my far right, Celestine Junior. Joining me today, he is a digital creator, and Bonke Reinhard, an actor.
Very good.
Karibuni sana.
Thank you so much.
You're well. You can see them on your screen. They are very fantastic gentlemen here. It's in the boys club. This is the boys club.
Yeah.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. We mean business, man. We mean business. Reinhard, how are you doing, man?
Pretty much great.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Long time.
Long time indeed.
Busy life out there, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
Celestine.
Yeah.
How have you been?
I've been great.
The last time we were here, when was it? Many months ago.
It was last year, some months actually, around 5-6.
6 months ago.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and of course, from wherever you're watching us from, we value your feedback. Engage with us. Head over to our Facebook page. That's at Y254. Drop in your comments on our picture. You'll see our photo there, and ensure that you let us know where you are watching us from. I shall sample your feedback as we continue with this conversation. But men, we need to have a talk, brother to brother, as gentlemen. This is a boys' club. How can you tell she is the one? And I want to start with Celestine. I want to start with you, my brother.
It's okay, no problem.
Your opening remark on the conversation before we get into the nitty-gritties. How can you tell that she is the one, just from the onset?
Well, thank you so much for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here. Well, it's a tricky question, depending on this age where we are at this point in time. Especially being young, at such an age where there are a lot of things to consider. You know, things like money. Let's start with money. You know, so I believe that the girl who you get and is the one for you will be someone who, let's say, is submissive. She understands who you are as a man. Okay. You know, and she does not give you the unnecessary pressure to be someone else, but she encourages you to be the best person you can be, because you're with her for a reason. You know what I'm trying to say? Okay. So there is no one thing I can particularly pinpoint, but there are, you know, some ticks, some categories, several factors that the lady needs to go through. Na mimi there, I tick in my own box and say she is the one or she is not the one. Yeah.
So you mentioned being submissive.
That's the first one. Being submissive, you know. It's not just, and being submissive, it's not necessary. It's not like being a slave. It's not how it's portrayed necessarily. It's like, you know, she supports you. She's your support as a man, you know.
How do you define submissiveness?
Submissiveness. Biblically or dictionary?
As Celestine.
As Celestine.
Celestically.
Can I use Swahili?
Yes, no problem.
Okay. Submissive ni ile
mwenye na submit kwako.
dem mwenye ana submit kwangu. You see, now dem come through, you know, there's this girl, I like her, we are having this conversation. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not saying she cannot challenge me or compete with me. I'm just saying, as the head of the household, as the leader of the relationship, because someone needs to follow. If all of you want to lead, kutakuwa na some misstep, some misbreak, you know. So as the man, when you stand up and you're like, I'm going to provide, I'm going to be there for you. A submissive woman is someone who will not only listen to me, but she will encourage me, and like, she won't try to go above, you know. Let's say mimi nasema tufanye hivi, then yana jaribu kufanya, it won't work. It won't work, trust me.
Dem mwenye anasikia ukisema this is the way, that's the way she follows.
That's the way we
follow. So you're saying, in your own way, in your own understanding, belief, that traits that show that she is the one, one, submissiveness. Second, your second one?
Second one.
Like a list,
Oh, you want like
just like 3 or 4. I don't know how many you've got for me.
Oh, the second one, it's you know, obviously loyalty.
Loyalty. So loyalty, submissiveness. Another one.
Loyalty, and the third one, you know, I can pick a lot, but I would really like you know, a lady who is financially stable.
Okay.
In her own way.
All right.
That's also one I'd like to put up there. Yeah.
So for you, those are your 3 key areas.
In this moment in time, those are 3 key areas. I should add another one, which is like, I'd like you know, a lady who can pray. A lady who can pray. She's very important for me as a man. I want a lady who can, you know, minister to me.
Okay. Bonke, for you, how can you tell she's the one, and maybe your own list?
The list is kind of very long, maybe around 20 traits or something.
Wow, 20?
Yeah, it must.
Yeah, but first of all, in our introduction, I would just say that, you know, as a man, in the first place, we have to understand that in the quest of wanting to become great, you must master the art of calmness.
Let's go.
As a man.
Okay.
Before you even go to deciding whether she's the one or not, you yourself, you want to be great. True?
Yeah.
And being great requires you going through point A to Z. And between point A to Z, we get intervals that define who you are. Situations that are both hard times and good times. Bad times and times that you cannot even uphold yourself. So before you settle down and tell yourself that I want to get this person to be the Mrs. Right for me, you yourself, you've
got to be Mr. Right.
You yourself, to yourself first, before you can become, or she can become Mrs. Right to you. Yeah, because our life is just full of struggles. And trust me, in every relationship, we got adversities. Sometimes we go through literal hell. And you feel like, you know what, I don't think I can make through this point this night to morning. That's why you find that sometimes people sleep on couches, somebody doesn't want to share the bed with you. It's because you yourself as a man, first of all, I don't blame you, man out there, but I say, first of all, master the art of calmness. Because we are dealing with very delicate human beings, and the truth of the matter is they will remain to be delicate.
Okay.
Yeah, so number one.
I get you.
You understand?
I get you.
Good.
We will revisit all those areas in a bit. Yeah. I love how you've opened your remarks. Number one.
I made some few points in writing to myself.
Okay.
This lady has to be constantly able to push you to become who you want to be. Okay. You know, we have people who come into your life and they become so comfortable. Remember, at some point in life, we become so luxurious and we become so comfortable in some comfortable zones.
A woman that pushes you to be
she has to
better
get you off
yourself.
that comfort zone and tell you, know what, boy, this is not where we want to be.
All right.
So you have to be better than this.
All right.
Yeah.
2.
Then number 2, she has to be someone who outstandingly is ready to rebuke you, whether you like it or not.
All right. 3.
3, she must be able to tell you the hard truth, whether it's before your parents or your siblings or whoever it is, the hard truth.
We will
when
come
you're
there.
wrong,
We will come there.
yeah,
All right. All right.
yeah.
In
I mean,
front
when you're
of the
wrong, you're
siblings.
wrong.
Even in front of your siblings.
Me personally, I don't think I can take it, bro.
Do you know? There's a
but this
difference.
is-
But
There's a
unless-
difference. Listen, brother. There's a difference between somebody telling you the hard truth and somebody disrespecting you.
May I think there's a-
Disrespect is different, but somebody telling you the hard truth, like this is it,
But you do know sometimes there's a thin line between the two.
and that's why I said, as a man, in the beginning, you must master the art of calmness.
I think there is a time and place for the hard truth. I'm not saying she shouldn't, but there is a time and
All right.
place.
And anyway, let's finish with your list, and then we will get into the others.
Yeah. Now, before I mention the other one, if there is time for that,
Yeah.
then that means your luxury or your comfort can go beyond measure. And by the time somebody wants to correct you, you're overboard. You're irredeemable. Remember, there is always irreducible minimum in everything that we do in life. So if you go overboard, it might be hard for you to come back to line. Why wait? If it can be done today,
In front of the siblings.
man.
Bro. Bro. In front of the siblings.
Yeah.
Bro. Okay.
You're afraid
But,
of
okay.
No, I'm not afraid of the
What do you
siblings.
understand by siblings?
siblings.
Siblings are the people. Okay, me just
Your brothers,
anyone
your
around
sisters.
me.
Yes, it's not a big deal.
It's, to be honest, I'm not saying it is a big deal.
But I love the fact that the both of you have different feelings concerning the same thing. You would not want to be corrected in front of your siblings, but as for you, you are okay with it. It means that we perceive the same action differently, and I love that. And we will negotiate or
agree to
interrogate.
disagree.
But
Maybe there's something. There's something I'm not seeing. Maybe I'll get to see it.
We will. of
maybe,
course.
and maybe there's something he is not seeing, and you will show him. I don't know. But
The next one,
yeah,
she cheers you the loudest when you succeed.
your cheerleader.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, your friends might cheer you, but there might be some sense of jealousy undercover. The person who loves you and she is the one for you, she gives that cheer from her heart.
Okay. Because you have a list of 20, just give me 3 more. Only 3.
3 more.
To send the 20.
Number 4, you deeply care about her opinion. It might not be right, it might not be the best, but because you want to show her that, you know what, baby girl, I support you, you care so much about her opinion. Remember,
All right.
these beings, just a minute, these beings, once you shut them down in a way that they feel so much inferior, that is the end of it. Next time they want to open up, they think twice.
Okay.
You understand? And how many more do you want?
2 more.
2 more? This person, you have to connect to them in a level deeper that has never happened before.
All right. 1 more.
1 more. Okay. She invests in things that you care very much about.
All right. Now, I love the fact that we are talking about how a man can know that she's the one. Very important conversation. And I pray that this conversation helps our brothers out there and our sisters to know the mind of a man.
Of course.
Yeah.
True
Right?
story.
Right?
Very necessary.
Very necessary.
Very necessary.
Now, I want us to interrogate some of these attributes that men find to or define differently. Some men see these things as attractive, while others see the same as unattractive. And we are going to put them all on the table. First things first, when a lady has the character or the desire to want to spend a lot of time with you, is that a sign that she is the right person for you? A lady who wants to talk to you all the time, to text or chat with you all the time, to always visit you or you visit her, whichever, all the time, spending time together. Is that a tick for you?
Personally, if a girl likes you, she will do all that. If a girl, she likes you and she's into you and she wants to, you know, get to know you and be there for you, you have to understand, as a lady, she will want to be around you. So that's not something I can say that I shun. So if it's a girl that I have the same, you know, energy that I feel for in the same type of way, I wouldn't mind any of that. You know what I'm trying to say?
All right.
Of course, when she calls me too much, I'll be like, hey, what's up? Right now I'm at work. I'm doing something. I will call you back. You know?
One thing that we need to say, to say it outside there is, ladies, and I know some of the ladies will agree with me, that sometimes you just want to spend a lot of time with this guy.
A lot. A lot.
A lot of time with this guy. I know some of the ladies will agree with me that when he's not around, you feel uncomfortable. And the problem comes in where sometimes some men feel uncomfortable talking a lot with this lady, spending a lot of time with this lady.
That's why you have to take control. You are the man. She likes you. It's not she likes you. That's why she's calling. That's why you take control and you tell her, you know what, I'm at work at this time and at this time. This is what I do. These are the time we can engage. If she, now, that's where the submissive point comes from. If I tell her I will call you back and she's not listening to me, she's still doing the most. Now maybe sasa hapo ndo Santa sema, maybe this one will bother me. Maybe sasa huyu nitamtoa kwa list.
Okay.
May I?
Okay,
You
yes.
Peacefully.
Yes, go ahead.
You know, there's a big difference between somebody who is just calling you, want to spend time with you, and their romance language. What if that is their romance
What if
language?
that's the love language?
You understand?
Yeah.
And now the problem is it compatible to you?
Or not.
She might be into that, but you're not into that. But come on. I will always go back to my statement. Master the art of calmness. Is there a way you can make her understand that, hey, I love your calls, they're beautiful, they're awesome. But do you think there's a way maybe we can have a special time where we can just have calls, talks?
Do you like it when a lady always wants to spend time with you?
That's what I'm saying. It depends on the love language.
Do you like
Is it a deal breaker?
Is it a deal breaker for you?
If I like her and I want to spend time with her, I can sacrifice.
Good.
I can
love
compromise.
the fact that is where I was taking the both of you. I love the fact that you've caught that net. When a lady you don't like is always in your DM, is always calling you, looking for you, how do you handle it as men?
You know, sometimes...
Or could she be the one, but you just haven't opened up your eyes to see it?
No, Ram. I mean, I understand that, all you're saying.
Yeah.
But the fact that somebody can text me in my DM every day, anytime, doesn't mean she's the one for me.
Yes.
It could be she's just a lonely soul who is trying to find pages to keep herself busy.
But she likes you. She looks at Reinhard Bonke, the guy with the specs, nice coat, nice hat.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
And she's like, I like this guy.
Okay, if that's the case,
Yes.
If she likes me, then I have to like her back.
She has a crush on you.
But crush-
But you don't like her back.
I don't like her.
Yes.
Then I have to master a way that I will tell her off peacefully that, you know what you're doing is okay, but I'm not comfortable. Because again, you won't just keep texting my DMs and whatever. What if I'm seeing somebody else and they're next to me?
Personally, if you're a lady and you're doing that, that is the wrong way to go about it. To be honest, if you like a guy, don't text him every day, every moment.
Okay. How is there a frequency?
I don't. Okay, you've said it might be a love language, so like maybe they are doing it, I assume, as often as they can. You know what I'm trying to say? So like I agree with you. If there is a time you can set aside and say, you know, this is a time for calls, I really agree with that.
No,
and I think that can work.
Let's be direct with this. Do men like women who go after them? Is that a sign that she is somebody you can marry?
It depends.
A woman who hunts for you?
It depends. It depends on who the woman is, number one.
Oh,
It
okay.
depends.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
You shocked me there. See?
It depends.
Okay.
I'm shocked.
You know, it
Okay.
depends. You know, it depends. I won't sit here and lie to myself and say if a girl who is a 10 out of 10 in my own brain, if she comes at me and, you know, me, I had no plans for this girl,
Yes.
but let's say even meet her somewhere and she approaches me first, you know, I'd obviously like to get to know her first and get to know why she approached me. But that's it's not a red flag for me. So depending on the person.
Yes.
Yeah, that would only work for the other type of men. Remember, we have men who are alphas. Men, you can never come after me. You cannot do that. I'm a
For Reinhard
predator.
Bonke, you cannot
I
tolerate that.
am a predator, and I
What
have
if
to
the one
predate.
who is for you?
There is
comes
nothing like
after
the
you?
one who is for me. If she's for me, I gotta go for her.
Not the other way around.
No.
What if she comes for you? Will that be a turn off?
It's completely
And you liked her?
dead on arrival.
Reinhard?
Bro,
Dead on arrival.
it depends.
Nowadays, ladies and gentlemen, let's call a spade a spade. Siku hizi, wasichana wanakatia wanaume, vijana.
And that's why I'm telling you, we have different types of men, right? We have the simps, the what, those types, the clusters. Then we have the standouts, the alpha males.
Yes.
You cannot dare approach a man. I mean, how? It's okay. It's not
Let's say
bad.
they
It's
do.
not
So
evil.
what happens when
Your
they do?
character as a lady allows you to do that. Your confidence, your boldness, your personality. Remember, everyone has a unique individuality.
Yeah.
It allows you. But for me, hell no. It's a turn off.
So even if you liked her, even if you wanted to approach her, the minute she approaches you,
No.
you will say no.
Listen,
Will you say no?
that's a different scenario. You understand why? Because if I liked her, that means
will
myself, I behaved in a manner likely to suggest that I am interested in you.
No,
So I give you, the way I act, I speak to you, the way I talk, the way I look at you, I behave, maybe we are sharing lunch or something, the way I behave would give you a go-ahead. Maybe my body language, my sign language would make you feel like this person wants me. So if you come that way, that's different.
That is different.
Yeah.
So if it is someone you like, Reinhard, you're saying, let me, and Celestine, help me in this.
I have. Yeah.
You're saying that if a lady approaches you, you will not like it. You won't like it a lot.
Dead on arrival.
But, yeah, it's dead on arrival. But in case the lady that has approached you is someone you already like, you'll accept it and it's okay.
Yeah, because you know...
Is it not double standard?
What if they
It's
approach
not
using
double
the
standards.
DM? The DM, they come, hey.
Yeah.
They text, hey, in the DM.
So what's wrong with hey?
That's nothing wrong with hey. Then they go further and further and say, you know what, I really like you. Does
like
it turn
it,
you
yeah.
off?
If you say you like me and I liked you, I'll just say and I liked you too.
So if you did not like her, it's
You
a
see,
turn
you
off.
see, the bad thing is this. Maybe you're, perceiving much more than she's even thinking about. She says she likes you. What is wrong with that? She didn't say nothing mad, nothing bad, nothing wrong. She said, I like you.
So then
There's nothing wrong with that.
all right. So you're saying so is it okay for a lady to seduce a man,
Me personally, I
to
think
approach
it
a man,
is.
No, it's
to
not okay.
propose to a man? It's not.
It's not
But
okay.
but if you like the lady, it's okay.
Yes.
Come on, Celestine.
Personally, you know, my brother here, he has very strong points. And he has said, as alpha males, once she, you know, you have to, you know, you are hunting. You are in this for the approach. But I think women also have a chance when it comes to approaching men. You know, that's my whole idea. So when you come and you approach me, and I like you personally, when you approach me, and let's say I like what I see, let's start there, because we first start with the eyes, yeah? And
men are visual
obviously, obviously by then, we'll start this connection and see where it goes. I won't just rub off, but if she is someone, let's say that I am not into at all, I think I might even ignore, or I might even just tell her, you know what? This is not it for me right now. This is not what I'm looking for.
I want us to talk to our fellow brothers out here.
Okay.
I know there's a brother who's going through what we're saying here. He has a lot of DMs from ladies and doesn't know how to deal with the ladies. What is your advice to such a brother? Let me start with you.
Yeah, so I understand that there's that beautiful girl who is hitting your DM every day, every night, and you're wondering what you're gonna do. First of all, you need to understand where she's coming from, why she's DMing you, and why she's into you. If you are into her, I do not want to stop you from finding your Mrs. Right. Just do what makes you happy. But make sure it's safer on your side. Why? Because for us men, we feel so nice when I have to go after a woman, whether she's playing hard to get on purpose or it's just happening because she's hard to get, when I get her at the end of the day, I feel a win. I feel victorious, and she will feel comfortable.
All right.
What happens if she wins me over? What is that? Really?
She proposed.
You know?
She went on bended knee.
no.
You like her? Okay. Celeste, talk to your brother. Yes.
As a man, I can tell like that women can confuse you. Women can take you out of your path. Women, you know, now those multiple women you're trying to figure out. Now, let's say you're a man outside there, you're receiving these DMs. You have 10, 20, 30 DMs from this lady. You know, first of all, check all of them. Pick which one is, you know, which one do you feel like is the right one? You can see their pictures, I assume.
All right, Celeste, let me cut you short as we sort out your mic. But I want us to consider something else after this break.
Yeah.
There are some ladies that are watching tonight and they're wondering, okay, so it's okay for me to seduce a man. And they'll be like, okay, so let me shoot my shot. Even so, what if she does that and it doesn't work out for her? Because we know women are, they prey.
That's a problem.
Yeah, they're the prey. But anyway, in my opinion, I would advise ladies, don't seduce a man, in my opinion. Huh? If she feels. Well, if she feels like it, you're saying she should.
Now, if she fails.
Or if she fails.
She has failed.
That's
okay. You say, okay, huyu amenikataa.
I still believe wanawake hawafai kufanya hivyo. Let the man just come for you.
Na kama men are not going for them.
Give her signals. give him signals. Anyway, let's take a break.
Okay.
And then we'll be back. After this, we're going to talk about a few other areas here. What about ladies that want to come and stay with you? Is that the kind of a woman that you can live with? What about a woman that is good in her cooking? In a way or two, because of life issues, you've managed to test her cooking. Is that wife material? What about a woman who always likes buying you gifts, taking you out? Well, let's take a break and then we'll be back with more. This is Power Talk. All right, welcome back. This is Power Talk. Thank you so much for sticking with us. We continue the conversation. Gentlemen, how can you tell she is the one? How do you know that she is the one? And of course, remember, last week we had the same conversation and we asked the ladies, how can you tell that he is the one? Today is all about the boys. And as I mentioned, I'm with Celestine and Reinhard Bonke. Karibuni sana, gentlemen. Thank you for sticking with me today.
Thank you so much.
I want us to check Facebook in a bit. After a short while, we shall be taking a look at your feedback. Remember to head over to our Facebook page and drop in your comments. Feel free to let us know where you're watching us from. The Facebook page is Y254. That's the Facebook page, Y254. The hashtag on Twitter is Power Talk Show. My handle is at Aguko. And the official station handle is at Y254 channel. Now, before we took that break, we were talking about who should approach who, nani anakatia mingine, and of course, pia the conversations that were, coming through my head was, I'm imagining myself being the one standing and the lady is proposing marriage to me.
My lady.
But the world is changing.
No.
The world is changing, but man.
No.
I don't know if many boys like that. Do men like that?
No one likes
To
that.
be honest, it's quite...
It's cringe.
why are you there? Like, okay, like why is she on the knee and you're standing up?
It is a woman that is on bended knee,
Damn.
giving you a ring. Will you marry me?
Hey, it's
Come on. I don't like that. I don't like that. Ladies, stop doing that. I want us to move to something else, Reinhard and Celestine.
Yeah.
And on this particular matter, I want us to tackle yet another angle or perspective. You mentioned something before we took that break, and I love the fact that you mentioned this word, alpha male. Alpha male, a very good word describing a particular character of a man. It's important to note that not all women are the same. There are some who are a bit alpha than the rest. There are extroverts, there are go-getters, there are people who are very strict. There are ladies who are very strict and to the point, so strict that sometimes they scare off some men. Well, let's talk about these alpha males who intimidate some of these men, alpha females. Now, how can you know whether this type of a woman is the right one for you? Is it possible for you to manage this type of a woman? How can you tell that she is the one for you when she has this character of a go-getter, strict woman, business lady, straight to the point, and intimidating?
You know, when I said my list, I also mentioned financially. She must be good financially. And when I was saying that, I was not saying that, oh, she needs to get a job or something. I meant like I want a lady with a purpose. Someone who knows why she's here, why she's doing what she's doing, and why she wants to, why she even likes me. Why do you even like me? You know, if she's a woman who is a go-getter, that's the lady who is there for me. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get
now, the thing is, as an alpha go-getter, you as a lady, you need to find a way to be a submissive to an alpha man, because we cannot both come here with male energies. You know, hapo kutakuwa na friction. You know what I'm trying to say?
Kwa sababu fahari wawili hawakai zizi moja.
Fahari wawili hawakai. You know what I'm trying to say?
Ndio.
So when she's here, she is an alpha. She's obviously very attractive to me. She has her ways right. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
She's here for a purpose.
She has everything cut out for her.
She knows, yani hata hataki stories za wanaume. She's focused, you know? Sasa when I come in and derail her, let's say, and we are like now in this circumstance where we are in a relationship or something, she will have to let the speed that she goes in at work, at business, when she comes home, she'll have to be like, you know, my husband, how do we go about it? And if she has the answers, I'm not saying she can't suggest. I'm just saying that we cannot be two alphas. At the end of the day, there is somewhere that she will be a beta.
All right.
Yeah. First of all, I appreciate women who are alphas because they make the society spine.
Let's go.
They spine the wheel and life goes on.
Yeah.
But now, being an alpha female only applies when you're alpha-ing over your fellow women.
Aha.
Yeah.
Yani, don't bring that here.
No. You can. It's good to be strict.
Yeah.
I love a strict woman.
Let's go.
Go get her. You have to go there, get it. That's good. There's a personality. But if you're somewhere and you're showcasing how alpha you are, when the real alpha walks in, you sit down and listen.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, because in the olden culture, whether the man was weak or strong,
Let's go.
the women understood their place in the society and they respected it.
I agree.
And the society was calm, cool, and running. Today, it is okay. We share the same classes, the same universities, the same amenities. That's good because the world has to get going.
Yeah. And it's good.
But when it comes to responsibilities that differentiate between the male and female, it is okay you be an alpha. Thank you. I love it. That's beautiful, wonderful, awesome. But understand, your ego is for the other women.
Now, still, there is this kind of woman that is saying, mimi mwanaume hawezi niambia, an alpha female. A man cannot talk to me like that. I am also strong enough. I am a woman. I'm also a strong woman. There are some women or some ladies who do not like or take lightly some of these characters that some men have. Some of them are extreme feminists, extreme. And I'm careful with that word because I'm on national television. Extreme feminists. They cannot sit down. And if a man tells them, you know, this is what we do, they're like, no, no, you cannot. We have equal rights, equity, equality, whichever word they use. Mwanaume hawezi niambia. Talk about that.
You know, in the first place, Aguko,
yes.
I understand that, yeah, there are this type of women, that's true, but do we as men sometimes stop and care to ask ourselves, how did they get there? You might realize that most of them maybe suffered some frustrations or depression in their young age. In the hands of men.
In the hands of a man.
You understand?
Yeah.
So every time they're in the presence of a man, they feel discomfort, they feel like maybe this person might turn out to be like the other one. Maybe my mother or my grandmother or my sister suffered because they were silent.
Can I agree?
Is
So
such a
I
person
cannot, yeah?
Is such a person the one? Can that person be the one?
Yeah, she can be the one. Why not?
Okay.
Because I only need to understand her point, where she's coming from, and what can we do.
Even though she tells you
Can I
there
agree
is
to
no
disagree?
way. Okay, yes.
Let me say, let's say I have there's this beautiful girl, I've seen her, I want to go after her, but then she's an extremist, an extreme, you know, well, as you have said.
Yeah.
First things first, it might be matters considering her past, but we are in a time in society where it's, as you have said, a lot of things about the male is nuffed. Women can just stand up and say, you know what, I don't need a man. Well, God put men here on earth for a reason. Let me tell you something. Personally, for me, I understand the problems that we all face. But by the time you get to the relationship phase, you need to be able to come in, not carrying the things that she has said. Maybe they've gone through the things in the past that have made them extreme feminists. You know, those are things that you need to be able to handle, because you're not in this world women alone. You're in this world with men. You get what I'm trying to tell you?
Okay.
So being in this world with men, being able to reproduce with men, you need to know how to live with men. There are bad people and there are good people. And outside there are men who have turned women into extremists, into they don't even like men. Wakiona nini. But if I see a girl like that, and I really like her, yes, she can be the one for me. But she needs to agree that there is a character about herself that she needs to work on if we are going to go anywhere.
You do know that there are some men who, when they see some of the extreme feminists, they completely make a U-turn. Anyway, Reinhard, we warn you.
Yeah, now you see, if this person is the one you like, and you like her so much, remember, one of the traits that you have as a man is you must accept her flaws. Maybe she could be good in all the other things, but then this is her weakness.
Telling you you're not a man, or you're nothing.
Listen, do you know sometimes we don't just listen to the person speaking in front of you. You listen to what they are not saying. There is always some word hidden behind the action she's doing. Why is she telling you, I cannot listen to any man? Is it true? Do you think she can talk to her boss at work like that? No, she can't.
What if the boss is a woman?
Some of them fear these women, even the bosses at work.
You see, the bosses might fear them because of, you know, sometimes people might try things that don't make sense and then frame you for things that you weren't intended to do.
Women can cancel you.
Huh? Timothy has put us back on Facebook. So Timothy, you can bring it up. This is a man, James. This is on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen. And he's saying, nowadays girls are raised to be men. Don't expect a feminist to be a wife material. Oh, okay. Almost every woman believes what a man can, a woman can do better. What a man can do, a woman can do better. With this mentality, how can you be someone's wife? Impossible. I wish I could see the reply that is given there. So this is Albi Mkatoliki Salano is saying, when she minds everything about you, all the time she be like caring Vihiga Mago Center tuned in. Thank you so much, Salano. Vini. Oh, okay. So Timothy tunaleta na Facebook, sivyo? This is Vini. Anasema women should not approach men. Hiyo ni kujileta kwa mdomo. Ni kujileta kwa mdomo. What does that mean? Okay, sijui. I don't know.
Maybe he wanted to say it into the mouth of a lion or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Agusu. He's saying, glad to watch you from Pwani University. Wow, okay, thank you so much, Agusu. So I graduated February this year, being very strict to this opposite gender. Ladies, that's why I feel my Charity Otieno won my heart. So, congratulations. Iko hivi waku. Okay. Principles vary in men. To me, I have to show an interest in a lady, give her a little time to use wisdom and apply to seduce me. Obwangi Monkura Josfat from Jerusalem Cyber, Kibaoni, Kilifi Counties, number 003. Fire is Power Talk Show. Asante sana. Agusu. Anasema that calls for a saved partner who applies biblical principles in dating and dating.
Amen.
you must be born again to deal with the feminists. Or John anasema borake
hachita kosawa.
Bora hachita kosawa. Okay, as long as she doesn't cheat on you, you're okay. I think there are so many things that we need to consider there, though.
Yeah.
Paul Chemrot is saying, shared values and goals, feeling comfortable around each other, communicate openly and honestly with each other, respecting each other's boundaries, enjoy spending time together, support each other through difficult times, trusting each other. And finally, Sinta Waidera. Thank you, Sinta, for tuning in. You're a very loyal viewer. So, but this is serious, guys. Joe, we are not supposed to hit on first. Sinta Waidera, tell your fellow sisters. By the way, this is my own personal opinion as Ram Aguko. A woman should not approach a man. Timothy, I believe this is a man, James. All right. Wife material anafa apike omena. Hadi nifunge macho. DJ King Spice say, hello, tuning from Naivasha. Wangu, tungekuwa na argument tu kidogo akareport namba yangu kwa ya WhatsApp. Sasa WhatsApp yangu haifanyi. What's wrong with that? Oh, yeah, sorry. Kerry Trevor is saying Kianjamoto Embu is locked in. Kianjamoto. This is the saint. Some of the saint watching live from Meru. Kwa topic as in them understanding, caring for supposed... Caring and supportive, as in kama uko na idea, uka support and a prayerful wife. In short, I'm 23 and I got mine. 23 and you're, I don't know if you're married. And so this is Vidna Mam Katoto. That's my future wife. Wow. Congratulations, my brother. You've started well on time. Razamo anasema Waluya massive niko ndani kabisa. Kalale Wayun anasema keep up the good work. Asante sana. Ras Bashir saying I'm watching from outer 40 Jesus Busia. Now let's go to Twitter. This is Twitter at Abdul Razak. He's saying I think what makes one the right one is the ability to listen, communicate and compromise. That is Abdul Razak on Twitter. As I said earlier, ladies and gentlemen, keep engaging with us. The hashtag is Power Talk Show at Y254 channel. My handle is at Ram Aguko. Head over to our Facebook page. That's Y254. Drop in your comments there. Feel free to let us know where you're watching us from. We value your feedback. And as you've seen, so many comments are trickling in. And some are even commenting on my own phone. And let me read just one of the comments here. And feel free to drop in. Now, this is Angela. So Angela is saying that, hello, Ram, thank you so much for this conversation. I love the fact that Bonke is open towards this discussion, but still, women should not approach men. It is not natural, and I discourage my fellow sisters from doing it. Asante sana. All right, let's proceed with the conversation. Now, I don't know if we were talking about what before we took that break. feminist. Now,
Yeah.
I want to tackle another angle here. And let's move from that to the kitchen. There is a guy that commented something on Facebook, and akasema kama anajua kupika omena. You read that?
Yeah.
If a woman knows how to cook, is that a sign that she is the one? That she's good enough? Anajua kupika. In Luoland, they say, ameenda kutedo, and ameenda kupika. Meaning, she has gone to cook. So cooking is a very vital area for some communities. And some parents will ask, does she know how to cook? Bring her home so that we can test her. If she knows how to cook, is she the one? And if someone doesn't know how to cook, they only know the pizza, does it mean they're disqualified? And this time I'm starting with the Reinhard.
Oh, yeah. So,
Pizza babies.
in this case, I will not immediately disqualify a lady who cannot cook. Because again, in our current generation, we are raised from different backgrounds and different families.
Yes.
There's a girl who is so good, so loving, so caring. She has all the qualities. She cannot cook, not because she doesn't want to cook, but because from when she was a toddler to when she's getting married, all she ever knew, servants in the house, everything being done. There is no single day she ever found herself in the kitchen. Now, does that make her a bad woman? No, it doesn't. So for me, cooking, whether you know how to cook or you do not know how to cook, I mean, that's not a value.
But let's also bear the fact that there are some women who can cook, they know how to cook,
Yes.
but they're saying, why must I cook?
That's
You're
a
also a
different.
man.
That's a different case. Now, when competition comes in, then we cease to become compatible. Yeah, because we come from work. That's all right. We are both tired.
Yes.
Myself, remember in the last show I told you, if I feel like I want to help you, I'll do it. I will do it
You
on
only
my
cook
own
if-
account.
If you feel like cooking,
Oh yeah, on my own account. But it's not because you tell me, you know what, I cooked
yes.
yesterday, so you go cook. No, hell no.
so if a woman wants to make a timetable of cooking because I'm busy today, you must cook. She's not the one.
No.
All right.
Yeah, so personally, on my ideal, there is something about going home and, getting that aroma, that food is ready, that just, it turns me on. It's a good feeling for me. And again, with the same story, women right now, they are not being trained to cook. Most of them, let's just say, most of them have servants.
Ladies, you
Most
talk
of
to me
them
today. Are ladies mostly not being taught how to cook nowadays? You guys, talk to me. Yes.
Yeah. So if a woman does not enter the kitchen, so you can assume how a man like me, I don't even enter the kitchen. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Until it got to a point where now I need to know how to cook for myself, or else I will sleep hungry. But the idea is, I would prefer, for me, for my own self, I would prefer a lady who knows how to cook. That's personally for me. Just know how to cook.
Is
bro.
it
It's
your
so
love
easy.
language? Is it your love language for you?
Bro, it shows that she cares for me. That's how I feel,
The way to a man's heart is through his stomach, as some say.
That's how I feel
I
personally.
don't know if that is true for many men.
I suppose.
Is it for you?
Of course.
Can a woman win you through her cooking?
Yeah, for me, I consider a lot of factors, man. Because cooking is just mixing of spices and ingredients and making it food and bringing it on the table. I mean,
Ah, come on,
No, it's more than that,
Reinhard,
bro.
Reinhard,
Chefs,
chefs. Talk the truth here.
I am telling you.
Can a woman win you through her cooking?
No,
Does it add points to her
No,
if she
Aguko.
cooks
I tell
better?
you no, because number one, we eat good foods in hotels, whatever. I mean, there is good food all over.
You don't care whether a woman can cook or not?
I care if she has all the other characteristics, so cooking is one of them.
A bonus.
It's one of them.
Is cooking, like what Celestine has said,
It's
is
a
it,
character that
is it something that should be part of the package, or is it something that is not a must?
No, it's not. Because again, as somebody said here, I had mentioned during our talk, you can compromise
Okay.
for somebody you love. What if this person cannot, it's not because they can't cook or they do not know how to cook, they've just never cooked. But I'm sure they can learn how to cook.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the
it's not a
idea. I
big
may
deal.
think they can learn how to cook. There's no problem
You
with
can
learning.
compromise and make them cook.
They can also compromise. They can compromise.
What if she doesn't want to cook? You see, the one thing you guys are running away from, if she says, we are both working, we are both tired, why must I cook?
Now, and I said, once competition comes in, that's a war zone.
That's a war zone.
That's a war zone, man. I mean, we cannot compete for.
Celeste?
You know, personally for me, I as a gentleman, not as a man,
Yes.
I also like cooking. You know, so I will not mind to cook myself. I will not sleep hungry. You know what I'm trying to say? But in my list, the girl should at least know how to cook, personally for me. Like if she doesn't know how to cook, I'll know, okay, maybe she's not the one. But I can cook. I don't mind cooking, but I really appreciate homemade food personally.
But if she doesn't know how to cook, maybe she's not the one.
Maybe she's not. If she doesn't know, maybe she... labda si. I need to look further. Look deeper.
You need to make
All
further
boxes,
investigations.
all boxes need to be checked. Check.
All right, let's talk about women who, and I know for some, it's challenging for some men, and it is okay for others. A woman who is always vocal. Some men would describe that as a woman who is mouthy. Others will say that she is just expressive. Is a woman who is vocal someone that we can say is a tick for us? A woman who will always speak her mind. She'll always tell you when you're wrong, why you're wrong, and describe it. She will always correct you. But now there is a problem that may arise. When you're wrong, she will correct you. But the problem is, when she's mad, this vocal woman will express herself in a way that is vocal, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yes.
Is that character a sign that she is the one, or is it a sign that she is not the one?
You know, being vocal is good. It's a very positive trait.
Yes.
But it depends with the words that flow from your mouth when you're becoming vocal. You cannot spit evil in the name of your vocal.
In the name of, I'm saying the truth.
Yeah, I'm saying the truth. You know, for example, we have seen families where the mother is very vocal, and that those family as strong, you know, based on strong foundation, they are built up so well. It depends on what comes from your mouth when you say you're vocal. You cannot begin calling people names and abusing them in the name of, that's not being vocal.
Hey, I've seen women out here. When they're
see,
mad.
Unless I don't understand what you mean by vocal.
But you've answered my question correctly.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at how they behave when they're mad.
You see,
The first thing they do, they
Yeah.
clap.
good.
They say, hey.
Now, I think, in my own opinion, me as Reinhard Bonke,
Yes.
I think we human beings, we
Yes.
all display anger in different levels, different capacities, in different notions. The way you get angry cannot be the way I get angry. So this woman, she's in the house, she's gotten mad, and you know her. If that is how she gets angry, as long as it's not overboard, that's okay. Be angry, because one thing I understand is that every woman has their own breaking point. You can get mad, you can wrap around, you can clap your hand the way you're saying, hey, whatever. You can tie laces and do whatever, and adjust yourself.
You know, there is a way they adjust it, and as they I don't know. How
Yes, she can go to the kitchen a million times, coming back, banging on doors. At the end of the day, she'll just calm down because they have their breaking points. The only problem is if you take part in their drama. Trust me, that war will never end. True facts.
Don't participate.
No. I said, a man, you must master the art of remaining calm.
Celestine?
My idea is communication is very essential in any particular set of relationship, friendship, marriage, or a relationship, girlfriend, boyfriend. So in my case scenario, getting a vocal woman, as you have defined her, maybe she gets angry, claps her hands. First of all, I'll wonder, why is she clapping her hands?
You know, that's how they
You know
start.
what I'm trying to say?
Huh?
You said she's going to the kitchen, akirudi, anaenda akirudi. Nitakuwa kwa akili yangu concern, you know, I care about this lady. Mbona anaenda, you know what I'm trying to say? So people express themselves different.
And through that expression, for you, is it something that can say that she's the one? Or can it tell you that she's not the one?
To be honest, I need someone who can be secretive. Someone mwenye,
a quiet woman.
Not necessarily quiet. I'm not saying quiet. I'm saying, yes, you're
composed
okay.
woman.
You can be angry. You can do all that. I don't mind. You can. But when it comes to vocal, you'll have to watch out. That's something I also watch out for. If she's a lot of talkative and all, yeah, maybe you're not the one for me. And it's okay. You're for someone else.
All right.
But there's a difference between being talkative and being vocal. Being talkative is just talking beyond boundaries. Pa, 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 pa. Being vocal is speaking out your mind, how you feel, how you communicate your feelings. Yeah? Okay, just one thing before you cut me off.
Yes.
I know you were just about to.
I was about to.
My paps used to tell me that in most scenarios, when your girl or your fiancé or whoever you are with gets mad at you, the best thing for you to do, walk out, take a walk. When you come back, she's calm.
She's calm, yeah?
Yeah.
And that's good advice. Good advice. Personally, for me, I wouldn't wait for her to...
Take a walk.
Take a walk.
And if I have to take a walk, I don't really think she's the one for me, really.
Let's go to Twitter. This is Justus. He's saying communication and understanding each other means a lot to both genders. Support pia ni muhimu sana. All right. I love the fact that many people are really talking about support. This is Crazy Mwananchi. At Crazy Mwananchi anasema mindset is everything. No more, no less. It's Crazy Mwananchi from Naivasha. Asante sana. I'm seeing naona pale ume retweet our post. Asante sana. This is hapa ni Instagram. Mama, this is Instagram. All right, thank you, Timothy. And this is Teniwa Moses. Anasema by her flows towards I and my family. I don't understand that. All right. Let's go to Facebook. This is Vini. Sema siku hizi mademu wako na tricks kama siku hizi mademu wako na tricks kama wanataka kukuchezea akili na wakule pesa zako. Instead of that, as men should face the ladies ujue bora. Sheng inanisumbua leo. Ati as ladies ujue bora na mbichi to reduce kukuliwa pesa. I'm tuning from Ruri. Topic ni loud and clear. I've not understood that, but thank you, Timothy. We are still on Facebook. That is a trap kid, KE. And when you tell her you lost your job and she still remains. By the way, let me digress, Timothy. Let me digress before I continue with the I saw a comment somewhere that if you want to know the kind of a woman you're with, take an off day for 2 weeks.
No, take a leave.
Yeah, leave. Leave for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And go home, tell her that you lost your job and see the kind of woman you married.
True story.
High risk.
Story. True story.
True. Let's go back to Facebook, Timothy. This is Frenchman. The ratio of men to women is 1 to 3. Why not shoot your shot? Now those wanasema wanawake waongee. Kate Reen Shiko, this nasema if you always feel free and comfortable around her, then she's the one. Kaganda Muranga, well represented. Trevor nasema Kianjokoma Imbu is locked in. Asante sana. Next one, Timothy. All right. Guys, let's wrap it up. Time is not on our side. Still, there's so many things we've not tackled. I wish I had time. Like what you said earlier on. A woman who corrects you in front of people. My camera operator here was saying that in their culture, they don't believe women should speak in public. Is it in public? Am I correcting people? Within those meetings. Yes, that is our camera operator here talking. So, still, but we have to wrap it up.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay.
Let me give you 30 seconds each. Have a final word as we bring this conversation to a close. And maybe you can talk to your fellow boys. So, who do I start with, Timothy?
Me, no problem.
Then, let me start with you. Yes.
So guys, thank you so much for interacting with us. My name is Celestine. If you're wherever and you're a young man and you know you are, I don't want to say suffering, you are in a relationship or you are looking for a relationship, it is essential that you get someone who is right for you. You know what I'm trying to say? You want to get someone who not just fits into your project, to your purpose in life, but you want someone who can support you, who can nurture you, who can push you, and who can help you. And in that way, when you respect her in her own journey in life as well, you're going to get a good relationship. But don't try to mix in with someone who you don't necessarily understand why she is in you or what she is in it for.
Asante sana.
That's my advice.
Thank you so much. That is Celestine Junior, a digital creator. And of course, final word from you, Reinhard Bonke.
Yeah, so guys, first of all, thank you so much, Aguko, for having me again.
You're welcome, my brother.
I appreciate it. It's a pleasure. I would just say to my boys and my gals out there, whether to know the right person or not the right person for you, it's a hard task. It doesn't come easily. It requires you to have high critical powers, intelligence, but above all, as long as you guys can have mutual understanding, listening before you speak, that's all. You can follow me on Instagram at bonke.reinhard.92, bonke.reinhard.92. Thank you very much. See you next time.
Thank you, my brother. It's a pleasure being with you. And of course, we want to wrap it up with a quote of the day. You have seen it on your screen here. And this is from at Rob Hill Sr. He's saying, if she believes in your dreams, sees your vision, and inspires you to work harder, she's a keeper. You'll find a lot of women who want something from you, but it's very rare to find one that brings value to you. If you are ever blessed with one like this, cherish her. She's the one worth fighting for.
True story.
And it is on that note that we bring this conversation to a close. I am a believer that love is a choice and not a feeling. My name is Aguko. This is Power Talk.